is Tuesday, 19th of March. We are at my twin brother's gig with his friend Zach at Rise Up Comedy. Looking forward to this, but before I let you know what I'm thinking, I cannot for the life of me stop farting. It is fucking shocking. I am quite a regular guy, 4 or 5 times a day, if you catch my drift. Although I've just moved in with my girlfriend and she thinks that's quite abnormal, but I'm still fucking fat as well. I would have thought for someone that poos as much I would be a little bit slimmer. Either way, I do a lot of batch cooking. Had a nice chicken curry with lots of chickpeas and all the veg, and clearly that shit wants to come out. Hopefully we will won't have any catastrophes up on stage. I've been talking a lot lately about new material and whatnot, and the kind of uncertainties that comes with. This is the first gig, I'm trying to think. It's the first one that I'll be performing on with an actual TV star comedian, Nick Helm. Right now, I won't lie and say that I'm a massive fan, but certainly know who he is, and I've liked him on TV, and by all accounts, a really great guy. And I think usually when there's like a name or someone that you kind of think has a bit more seniority, you're like, oh, I want to impress. The thing I'm having some difficulties with, I think now in this first kind of set of turnover where I've got my 10 minutes and I'm trying to add on to it, is picking and choosing when to do your best stuff. Because I've got this new stuff and I really, really want to try it. And I think that, maybe there's a part of it where I try to encourage anyone that listens, certainly at our level, that when you go into a gig, you should really have set in your mind at least a game plan. So I think when you start shaking up a bit right beforehand, I'd certainly forget what I'm trying to do. The problem is that obviously with the new stuff, it's still kind of up in the air and you want to put your best foot forward. But actually the reality of the situation is I should really just go in this with the same mindset. It's a 7 spot. Whether I impress this guy or not will probably make no material difference to my life. That is the rational side, or at least the side that's getting me on the path of creativity rather than trying to impress, which you kind of want to do when you perform anyway. Anyway, what it's challenging me to do is I need to have a better idea of the pathways that I'm taking when it comes to the new material, really, and just allow for it to be what it is. I was listening to a podcast the other day and there was a comedian on, and it's useful to hear, a professional comedian, big time one in America, Andrew Santino, and he was talking about his new material and how much it sucks, how much it's shit. And for someone in that position to feel that way, similar to I do, I think it's just a case of grinning and bearing it, figuring out, because at the end of the day, gigs are gigs. I'm sure it won't be as bad. I will shit sandwich it, make sure that I've got some goods at the front and back end, and go from there. I'm looking forward to this gig. Like I said, it's the first time I've been to my brother's one, Rise Up Comedy, and he seems to do a good night, and we'll see how we get on. 7 minutes of fucking wonder, as long as I don't poo my pants.
Count of 3. 1, 2, 3!
Hello, my people, you alright? Yeah! It's me, the straight twin. That would have been good if you fucking heard it. Give up for Zach, what a great MC. I liked it at the beginning because he was talking about, we've got all the regulars here, and he recognises everyone's faces. I've never met the guy, do you know what I'm saying? So obviously that's why he recognises everyone in the audience. I'll sit right there. That was a joke about Matthew looking exactly like me, which fell flat in his arse. So should have just stayed with the actual good stuff. Although it was funny when he was like, everyone's vaguely familiar, and he's pointed to you, what's your name, sir? Will? Yeah, Will. And he's going, this guy, vaguely familiar. With that hair and that moustache, come on guys. I've just met you and I fucking know you. Which part of Australia, South Africa or New Zealand are you from? All of them. Now, where are you from?
Lincoln.
Lincoln? What, in this country?
Yes.
Liar. No. Well, you must go by some kind of nickname then, innit, with your friends?
Well, yeah.
No, well, you know, I'm trying out here, you know what I mean? But, I actually started stand-up 2 years ago at the same time as Matthew. And which is crazy because back then, I actually had hope. No. But it's been going alright, you know, it's been going pretty well. You know, I've been getting some good feedback here and there. Not here, but you know, thanks for having us, Matthew, I appreciate that, you know. But you know, the thing is, right, people have been coming up to me after gigs and saying, Chris, I really like your comedy, but it's just a bit too black. You know? I know, like, what do these people expect for me to show like I'm a white person, you know? I don't like skiing. What even is a quiche? You know? Fucking eggy bread. Liars, you know? Although I remember the first time someone came up to me after a gig and told me my comedy was too black. I almost spat the fried chicken out of my mouth. Crazy shit. Though Morley's, fucking come on. Morley's. No, that's bollocks, that's what that is, you know what I mean? Like, for anyone that knows me or sees me, right, I smoke a little bit of weed before gigs and stuff. So when they were talking about fried chicken and Haribo, well, I almost left at half time. Fucking, you do it to me. You know? And then you said Morley's, and I was like, no. Something that won't surprise you is I grew up as a fat kid. Now I'm a fat adult. I'll be honest, I did not see that coming. You get it right, though, innit? Like, you know, you know my people grew up as a fat kid?
Yes.
You say, come on, big man, don't be like... Hey?
I'm still a kid.
You're still a kid, at your age. No, because like, when you're a fat kid, right, all the adults tell you, oh, you'll go out of it. Fucking bollocks, right? Go out of it, I'll go around it. But, you know, when I say I'm fat to people really kind of say, oh, you're not fat, Chris. And I think that's the perfect level of fat to be. No one notices. No, because I know I'm fat, right? I know I'm fat because, like, when I go out to a shop and try to buy a shirt, you know, that fits me, it comes down to my fucking knees. You know what I mean? I know I'm fat. M&S told me. You know? But I think, like, when you're a big guy, right, they don't really praise you or anything like that. No, sorry. The worst level of fat to be, though, actually, is when people actually do start recognising it. Do you know what I mean? They start off by buying new shirts for Christmas that are like XXL, you know, thanks, love. You know, or they start putting you on the cover of a magazine saying you're big and beautiful. You know, you know, people recognising it that much, right? But I think it's only like, it doesn't really happen with men, though. It only happens with women, right? You guys get praised and, yeah, you're big and beautiful. I think that's because women have people to look up to, you know. What fucking plus size models do we have as men? Do you know what I mean? Outside of porn stars, you know. But, you know, who do we have to look up to? We've got Pavarotti, Santa Claus, fucking Hagrid. You know, we got no plus size models. Right? I know, hey. Rick Waller. Who's Rick Waller? Hey, you're showing your age, alright? Show your man. I know. We're trying to pretend we ain't 36. Come on now. You know what I mean? You're wearing this hoodie like a young man. I've got bad knees, bad everything. Come on, man. No, but you know, women, you got beautiful plus size models. You know, you got Ashley Graham, Lizzo, the artist formerly known as Adele. It's still not here like I want it, man, but I'm still trying. But I got a new job recently. You know, yay for me. Woo! Thank you. I've got 4 now. Comedy ain't paying. No. But I'm an office manager, right? When you start office jobs, you do all these fucking trainings, didn't you? Right? Which I don't really like, but actually there's a few that are quite eye-opening, like the anti-bullying training we did, right? Because for me, I thought like bullying was like putting hands on people. Do you know what I mean? Like, but actually you can do like psychological bullying too. So now I don't have to fuck with people's heads. The other one though was the unconscious bias training, right? Which that was really, you're laughing. Why are you laughing? We've done the unconscious bias training. You thinking in the back head, what an arsehole for saying that too. No, because it's like unconscious bias, it's like the thoughts at the back of your head that you don't recognise. And what I've realised is that my unconscious bias is always getting in the way of my conscious bias. Do you know what I mean? I want to know the exact reason why I don't fucking like you. No, I'm going to abort that one then. That's alright. But you know, I've got my wonderful twin brother here, as you guys know, so there you go. So nice they made us twice. Or as my mum likes to say, 2 mistakes for the price of 1. You silly bitch. But, you know, no, she's great, right? And, you know, but something that you obviously know about Matthew is that when people see me and Matthew together, they say I look exactly like him, which is really frustrating because I think he's fucking ugly. I mean, it's hard for me to look in the mirror. But my twin brother is gay. Matthew's gay, right? Which we all know. Yeah, very good. You know, practically on fire over here, the flame. You know, if you're cold out there. But when Matthew came out as gay, you know, it really wasn't a surprise, you know, because we grew up together. You know, we used to play games. We used to play doctors and nurses. Yeah, you know, the game where you play different characters in the hospital. Guess who Matthew always wanted to be growing up? It's Beyonce. I mean, come on. No, that would have been better if I said it right. Do you know what? I realised I forgot something at the beginning, so the last joke doesn't work. There you go. I had a really good joke about me being a homophobe. It doesn't really work if I... Yeah. I don't really know how to abort. Except press this button. No, actually, have we got any football fans in the house?
Yep.
Yep, one guy, yep. Auction. Yeah, we got a tennis fan, yep. No, you know, I'm a big football fan, me. Big football fan. Trying to become a medium-sized football fan, you know. So still holding on to that Christmas weight since I was 12. But you might have heard about this, right? The Premier League recently released this list of the most influential black people in football, right? So really good stuff. You know, some players like Rashford and Saka, and the other one that missed. Fuck me, we Man United fans, you can't. Guess what they called it? They called it the blacklist. I know. Look, outside of it being massively offensive, I just think it lacks creativity. Like, what is Arsenal's going to come up with next? The most influential Slovakians in football, they call it the checklist. I get it, you're trying to recognise black people, but calling a list of black excellence a blacklist is almost as bad as putting an all-black political party together and calling that party slave labour. Now people like Diane Abbott, Chukwamuna, the other one that missed. Do you know what? You guys have been absolutely wonderful. That truly is a statement, I'm not lying. You guys have been absolutely brilliant. You're on for a great night. Have a good night.
Let's get up for Christopher Holiday! That's fantastic. All right, without further ado, we'll bring our next act. The one for Alfie Pack comes on the count of 3.
So that was a good one. Bit of a quiet night tonight, which is a bit of a... Yeah, my brother said it was a bit of a shame because he's done as much promoting for this as he's done for any of them, really. But to be honest, for the... What was there? 8, 9, 10 people there that were regulars and then the acts. It was actually a pretty good night. You know, the first half was really, really good. I thought I did alright, you know. The stuff in the middle, it seems to be working a little bit. Still figuring it out, really trying to push that, you know, plus size model thing. But I'm just, God, I need to find it because it's brutal up there. I don't know if maybe it's coming off a little bit, but I'm just struggling with it. But yeah, you know, really good night actually. The biggest thing for me actually was obviously seeing my brother's night, and actually like talking through it with him. You know, he was disappointed because it was quiet, and he seems to get disappointed at some of the nights that don't turn out as well in his mind. But you know, he's fucking working hard at it and grinding, and you know, he's meeting a lot of acts that I probably will never meet because of what he's doing, and he's getting people out. And the people that go to like shows like that, you know, the thing is they sign up for them for a reason. You know, they want rooms that we perform in, brand new acts that. For them, there's just not a lot of jeopardy. I mean, Nick was just talking about the chase for fucking what seemed 10 minutes, which didn't seem to have much of a point. And you know, I don't think he wants to go somewhere where people are paying for him to do that. But it was fun, you know. He still made it work. He was a fucking pro. He was nasty. Excellent. You know, it's really good seeing professional comics do what they do. You know, I tried to be a little bit loose today. I try and be loose with my new material and in these rooms and show a bit of comfort, because I'm, you know, relatively comfortable now. I felt a bit of pressure, if I'm being honest. You know, there was a lot of conversation about me in the first half. You know, they weren't, like I said, there weren't really anyone there, so everyone knew I was there. And then I was talking to some of the audience members at the half time, so, you know, you kind of think, well, I better come up with some goods. And, you know, I think I got some laughs and messed around, so yeah, successful night. Almost home, standing out in the middle of the street talking to no one. We've got 3 gigs in a row this week, so let's pump on to the next one.